Yo, welcome back to the channel. I think this is day 29, I want to say. I'm pretty tired right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I was sleeping literally before this. It's like 4 in the morning right now, but I had to make sure that, I think it's like 3 in the morning actually. But anyway, I had to make sure that I filmed my video for the day because we're not messing this up. Like, we're making sure that we stick with every single day. We're posting a video every single day. And the biggest rule is literally just consistency, and we're going to stick to that no matter what. So I'm going to make sure that I get a video out every single day. This one's probably going to get uploaded later tomorrow morning. But either way, still making sure that I post every single day, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what my schedule is like, whatever. Making sure to put time aside to film these videos. I fell asleep earlier than I thought on accident, so that's why I'm filming this now. But we got the Patizzi on the wrist, all dripped out. We got the nice pants on and shit. Nah, but anyway, we went to the Hudson mastermind in New York City. The reason I say Hudson is because he was the one setting it up, but there was Greg LaVecchia, Logan Cheriotti, Don Micavone, Maureen Kelly, Kevin Giol, Kevin G, and then Danny Ewing, I want to say his name is, the founder of IM8. So a bunch of different companies there, Bloom, Hudson, Bloom, Comfort. He also owns Pearly White Deluxe. Bro, what are you doing? Pearly White Deluxe, Bum Energy, Raw Nutrition, Glamnetic, Tart, IM8, I think I said. But literally, yeah, a bunch of different brands there. Met some absolutely amazing people that are literally just like crushing it. There's kids my age there. There was a couple kids my age there that are doing 10 times the numbers that we do with anything. I got to get some insight from a couple of them, learn from them, get their connects on Instagram and phone number, whatever, just so I could ask some questions, learn from them. Hopefully I can help them some way. Met some people that were literally just starting out too. Not just starting out, but like in product development for some of these brands that they plan to launch. So that's kind of like a cool thing to see, because there was people at different stages. There were people that were at the, the upper echelon, the people talking on the stage that were absolutely crushing it. And then, there's people in the crowd. There's a lot of people that are doing very, very considerable numbers, almost like up to the hundreds of millions. And then there was people, in the 0 to 10 million range. There was people in the 20 to 50. There was people below a million. Like, there were so many different people there, which is pretty cool to see. And like, even that across all different types of industries, like literally just coming there to meet people and connect. And there was, like when I walked in, I had to fill out this form. The form next to, because they gave me like a form to reference to fill out, like what was what information. And it said some guy in like greenhouse is doing like 75 million a year. And so it's just absolutely insane, because like low-key changes your whole perspective on money, first of all, because there's like a abundance of it in that room like no other that I've ever seen before. And it kind of changes like your perspective. Like, a lot of these people around you in the world are literally just chasing, like they're chasing 100 grand, 200 grand a year, and like that's their ceiling. Like, these jobs that they're going to get after college, like that is it. And it's just crazy to see like these people are absolutely killing it and hitting these insane numbers. And kind of just changed my perspective on a lot of things, and like thinking that like not becoming desensitized in a bad way, but like the money you're making right now isn't shit. And there's people that are doing 10 times the numbers that are you, that are putting 10 times the work you do, and it literally just comes down to hard work and work your absolute ass off to get to where you want. And then, I met a couple people that are in Evolve. I've been thinking about joining that. I just didn't, I haven't really yet. and I don't really know why. I just kind of haven't done it. And yeah, like they said it's amazing in there. Like they learned a lot. Um, a lot of people that are my age there, they didn't start econ too long ago. Like kind of like just like me, like not too long ago at all. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But it gets me hyped up just to get a brand going, like a big brand, and figure out a niche where I can, totally take it over and just absolutely kill it and go for like a more long-term like CPG brand kind of play that I can scale really far. And I got to talk to Hudson, Greg, Dom, Logan. I got to talk to a decent amount of those people, and that was pretty cool. Um, and like they're here to kind of just like help you. Like I just asked them the problems that I kind of had going on, and um, like what to do, like overall direction. And like they were super insightful, and now I literally just have to go act on it and make those decisions and figure out what to do. And like it was especially really cool meeting Dom and Greg because like I look up to those guys a lot, and like it's one of the reasons why I started posting is literally just because of those guys. And yeah, no, that's one of the big things was just literally why I started posting. And yeah, no, it was a awesome event. It was in the city, so it was a little bit of a pain getting out of there, but yeah, like dude, it was the coolest thing ever. Um, Kind of embarrassed I didn't have like a Rolex on the wrist, but it's fine because there's people there that don't have them, but like dude, it was crazy. There was like people with like crazy Pateks, APs. Not that that stuff matters at the end of the day, but just like it's just a crazy room to be around. It kind of changes your perspective. Like the stuff that you're chasing, the goals that you have, like 10x those goals, and literally just like go act on them, go for that big goal. And that's kind of what I taken away from that. And like listening to Hudson at the end was awesome too, because he was talking about just you already here, you everything you've done so far, taking risks, like have brought you to this moment here, and you just have to grind and you know don't let your ego get in the way and push harder and harder and harder and just literally just grind your ass off and you're gonna get where you want to be. And it's truly possible, it's truly attainable. And for some reason it kind of stuck with me like when he said a lot of this stuff, because you know he started these two brands. He started Pearly White Deluxe and then Comfort now from scratch, and like hearing the numbers that they're gonna hit in like Q4 is just insane to me. And he just talks about how like you took all this risk to get to where you're at now, and like not everyone wants to be like a entrepreneur. They don't want to run a business. They don't want to deal with the risk. He's an insane level of risk tolerance, and that along with like a lot of the people in that room. And he just talks about how like you're doing a disservice to yourself if you are not actively pushing forward towards the goal that you want, and removing that momentum that you already have. It's a disservice to yourself and everyone else around you that the reason why you even started this. And that makes me think about it a lot, just because sometimes I do want to stop, I do want to take a break, and that's kind of like a good reframe for me to have. Is just you're doing a disservice to everyone else around you and the reason why you started. And that's the reason why I started. I didn't start for like a car or a materialistic item. I started because of my family and I wanted to be able to provide for my parents whenever they need. And that's my why. And so when I choose to sleep in someday or choose not to work as much that day, I'm just doing a disservice to them. And it's just a good thing, because I kind of need that like reset in my mind of like a different perspective on it. But yeah, I'm gonna share a bunch. I'm gonna probably make a couple videos on that and some of the topics that were kind of discussed. Um, but yeah, overall that was like a awesome event. I got some like IMA packets. I'm gonna try those. I never never tried anything from iMate before. But like, dude, it's just gonna be, it's awesome. I think I'm definitely gonna go to the next one. And there was a bunch of people that I met that I already knew from like online, and then just meeting them in person was pretty dope. And just talking with them a bit, but like it was so cool because it wasn't like line up for the. I mean, you're lining up for some of these entrepreneur or the CEOs in these companies, but like you could just have a normal conversation with them, and they're all trying to do the same thing at the end of the day, is just grow a business. And you can literally just have, like, we're just having normal conversations, and that was like the coolest thing to me ever by far, because I feel like a lot of people put them on like a pedestal, but at the end of the day, they're just like a normal person, and just talk to them, right? But it was a cool environment, and it wasn't awkward. Like you literally just go up to people and just start talking to them, and I think that was awesome. Like I met these three guys that they started a protein energy drink. And like I thought that was pretty cool. Got to talk to them and how they started it. And they do everything D2C right now online. And they're not in any retailers yet. But then I also met people that were in the retail world trying to get to like Amazon FBA and the whole e-commerce side of things. And so it was just people at different points in their business journey, which is really cool. And being able to like soak up all that information to the point where like I know what I need to do once I get to that level. And now I just have to put in the work to get to that level. But yeah, overall amazing event, and I'm gonna make some videos. I'll probably show some pictures, whatever. But I want to show you guys as much as possible because there's not a lot of people that show everything, in ecom, and being able to show stuff and share any information that I can with you guys, I think is very, very, very valuable. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna get some sleep, but I wanted to make sure I filmed this video, and we did, because we're staying dedicated and consistent. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.